Welcome back to a new video, and this is something I haven't done in a while. It's the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. If you didn't know, just before Christmas, probably about a week before Christmas, BTD 6 went on free on the Epic Game Store. They do a free game every week. If you want to know what they're doing next week, which I'm actually excited on too. This Thursday coming up, they're releasing Kerbal Space Program, and I will be getting that. But they released it free on Epic Games, and that has brought a lot of new players to the game. I mean, I can see this in my statistics myself. I'm getting a whole lot more views on my early game tutorials, and it's really nice to see. So I thought one of the early things, and one of the things I can make a video on, is the best way to do your knowledge. And if you didn't know much about the knowledge, it's not exactly each tile in here that's very good, it's the end one. And I've ranked them from 1 to 8, because I think there's 8 in my opinion that are really very good. And in number 1 we have more cash. Now, a lot of people may say some of the other ones are better, but I think more cash is just so versatile in anything that isn't chimps, obviously because you don't get any knowledge, that starting the game, especially in things like Impoppable where you only have, one heart at the start, 200 extra starting cash will help you beat those first few rounds. I mean, it's very versatile, you'll get to learn the game more, and I think it's very, very useful. And on the way to getting increased starting cash, we get another one of the good, or the more important tiles. We get bonus monkey. This gives you a free dart monkey at the start, so in these games where you have increased cash, you also have an increased dart monkey. So this actually crosses 2 off the list. But really you're going for the more cash, and it's just a happy side product. Next we swing over to the Heroes tab, and we get one that a lot of people might not talk about, but I think is so useful. And it is Empowered Heroes. Each hero starts the game at level 3. Now, a lot of people don't talk about this one, and I think there's the fact they get to level 3 pretty quickly, but they don't get to level 3 straight away. And in some games, this really, again, with the starting cash and the increased dart monkey, will help you start the game and create a basis to go on and win. Especially if you're farming, you can get a hero starts at level 3, you're probably like 4 rounds ahead on your heroes. And I'd say you go for it number 3, and obviously when you go for it, you have to go all the way down here, get hero favors, and then get empowered heroes. Number 4 is a big one, and this is one of the ones that people say could be number 1, and it is Mana Shield. Now, Mana Shield is 25 free lives, and it recharges if no balloons leak. I think it recharges at 5 lives around if no balloons leak. And one of the reasons it's so good is because think about having extra lives, especially in something like Impoppable. One of the most important things, you only have 1 life, but now you have 25 lives plus the 1, so 26 lives. But you can now leak in Impoppable, which is something that you can never do. And this actually brings us on to our next one. Hey, you actually see I haven't finished the tree yet. We still have 2 more to get here. Pre-game prep, just down the straight line here. You start each game with a permanent road spikes at the end of the track. Now, the reason I put these 2 next to each other is because they literally are built towards Impoppable, which is one of the hardest things, one of the hardest game modes that you will face. And pre-game prep and arcane mana shield are very instrumental in starting Impoppable. Increase with the extra money, a very good way to start. Now we move on to our military knowledge, and in the next spot we have Big Balloon Sabotage. Big Balloon Sabotage, I don't exactly know how much damage they come in with, but this just allows you to kill Moab class balloons quicker. I mean, no one's ever complained about killing a Moab class balloon quicker, but this can help in double HP Moabs, and just any game mode really where you're struggling to kill the Moabs. Yeah, I think it's a very good thing, and you should really think about getting it. Is your 5th upgrade. I mean, I also include Free Monkey as an upgrade, so technically it's your 6th, but in terms of like your 5th place you're going, you know what I mean. And in number 7 or 6, however you want to see it, the next one up is there can only be 1. Now this one is such a misrepresented, very confusing path. Well, it doesn't tell you what happens, but you actually are able to get a VTSG. If you don't know how to get a VTSG, I think I have a video on my channel, I should do. It is called the Vengeful Sun God. More Vengeful True Sun God, whatever it is. It is the upgraded version of a Sun Temple and then eventually a True Sun God. It's the upgraded on top of that, which does even more damage, and if you are going for a high round game, it's one of the most important towers. The reason I put this here instead of the next one is because this game isn't just about beating every round, it's also about having fun, and this is something that I think every player that's played this game has wanted to do at one point. And if you're a new player, it's one thing that you'll definitely want to do. And our last one, our last major upgrade is bank deposits. So bank deposits is this one. It allows you to deposit in the bank. There's not much explaining, but the reason that this is here and it's one of the major ones is because it actually opens up a whole farming strategy for you, and on top of that, the path to get there, you actually unlock a lot of things to do with farming. It becomes quite useful. Now, a lot of people may tell you that it's not that important to get bank deposits because you might not use it when farming because it isn't the best. But it is a very good strategy and you'll get to use it. It used to be tier 3 can bank deposit, but they changed it. So only tier 4 can, but it makes banks the only viable way to really use a bank. And that's it. Now on every other knowledge you get, you'll have to be like past 100 at this point with multiple achievements. But from here, have fun, experiment. There's loads of things you can do in this game and it's not that important which one you get. I think you look at the towers you like and you go for the knowledges. As long as you get these main ones, you won't be behind at all and you won't be regressing when you're level 130 and it takes you ages to get the next level on which knowledge to get next or what knowledges you missed and want to go for. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.